When Kane Williamson walks out to bat, there's a certain expectation, isn't there?
Definitely.
That blend of seemingly effortless technique and a mental resilience that's just, well, it's remarkable. Year after year, across all formats, tests, ODIs, T20s, he delivers.
He really does. And those numbers, as of 2025, test averages in the mid-50s, ODIs just under 50,
Yeah,
that's serious consistency.
exactly. And that kind of sustained excellence, that's what we're aiming to unpack today.
Absolutely. This deep dive is really about understanding the core elements behind that longevity and high performance. Technique, mindset, fitness, the whole package.
Right. And to do that, we've pulled together insights from, well, a really diverse range of sources. We've got expert opinions from legends like Ricky Ponting, Steve Smith,
Top-tier analysis.
in-depth stats from Wisden, CrickViz, the ICC, commentary from people like Sachin Tendulkar, Jeremy Coney.
And even reports looking into his actual training, his methods.
So the goal is to kind of synthesize all that for you, the listener.
He give you a clear picture of what makes Williamson so effective, so consistent. A bit of a shortcut to appreciating his brilliance, really.
Okay, so let's dive right in, starting with the foundation, his batting technique.
Okay.
What immediately strikes you is how he combines those classic, almost, textbook fundamentals with a very modern adaptability.
It's interesting, his basic approach, it relies more on precision, timing, placement. Not so much raw power.
Right. You see it all the time, how he builds in innings, finds gaps, rotates the strike so effectively.
Yeah, and one analysis we saw put it really well. It said he plays within himself to rotate the strike and plunder boundaries against balls that err slightly offline or length.
Exactly. He avoids those really high-risk slogs. It's controlled. It's calculated.
And that control, if you look closer, it's built on, well, truly exemplary footwork and balance.
Oh, absolutely.
He just gets himself into such good positions, whether it's facing searing pace or, sharp spin.
It really is something to watch. His balance looks so solid, head position so still, lets him play with that lovely straight bat.
Think about how he uses his feet against spin on those subcontinent pitches.
Neutralizes the turn.
Or gets right over the bounce in Australia. Smothers it.
Which kind of brings us to a key element, doesn't it? Playing the ball so late.
Ah, yes. The late play. What advantages does that give him, really?
Well, that late contact, it just gives him those crucial extra fractions of a second, to properly judge the swing, the seam movement.
Ricky Ponting highlighted this, didn't he? Said he plays the ball late, doesn't lunge, makes him hard to get out.
And Steve Smith said something similar. He said Williamson plays it a bit later than anybody else in the world. Plays the ball incredibly late.
That's high praise. And it has practical implications, playing it late like that.
Totally. Allows him to make tiny adjustments right at the last moment. Guide deliveries down to third man, change the shot based on late movement. Vital against quality bowling.
And it's not just when he hits it, but what he hits. His shot selection seems so sound.
That discipline outside off stump, the awareness of his own game.
Yeah, he knows what to leave, what to put away, capitalizes on errors.
And the stats, they really back this up. Since 2018, in tests, among guys with over 1,500 runs, his false shot percentage is incredibly low, like 9.5%.
Well, averaging nearly 68, that's phenomenal.
And that low false shot rate, it leads directly to a high control percentage. That stat basically shows how often he's playing the ball with positive intent without, missing or getting out.
So fundamentally, he just does little wrong at the crease. Very few mistakes.
Now, what's really impressive, I think, is how he maintains this technical solidity, but also adapts across different formats, different conditions. It's not a rigid thing.
Exactly. It's about those subtle but key adjustments. You see that incredible patience in tests, just grinding bowlers down.
Right. Then in ODIs or T20s, he shifts. More proactive, smart stroke play, not just banging it.
And he's done it everywhere. Swinging conditions in England, bouncy tracks in Australia, spinning wickets in Asia. He finds a way.
Makes those little tweaks like softer hands on seaming pitches, using his feet against spin.
And his ability to accelerate in limited overs, it's sometimes a bit understated, maybe?
I think so. He anchors so well, provides that stability, but then he can really shift gears when needed.
That knock in the 2021 T20 World Cup final, 85 off 48 balls. That was a perfect example. Anchored, then exploded.
Yeah, and even his anchorman role in T20s, it's smart. Balances strike rotation with picking the right moment for boundaries.
His IPL strike rates, often in the 130s while playing pretty orthodox cricket, show how effective that is.
So yes, summing up his technique, it's that blend, isn't it? Classical base, modern demands.
Which makes him, as Ponting said, just really hard to get out, a real headache for bowlers.
Absolutely. But, okay, technique is one thing. His mindset, his temperament, that's arguably just as vital, right?
Oh, undoubtedly. His calm under pressure, that cricketing intelligence, his ability to just absorb pressure, it's immense.
Yeah. What really stands out for me is that composure, especially in those high-stakes moments, game on the line. He just doesn't seem to get flustered.
Sachin Tendulkar hit the nail on the head, didn't he?
Yeah.
He said he doesn't lose his composure in any circumstances.
We've seen it so many times. That 2019 World Cup chase against South Africa.
Oh, yeah. Needing 8 off the final over.
And he hits a 6. To get his 100 and win the game by 1 wicket, that's just incredible mental strength.
Michael Vaughan called it an old-school gem. And Jeremy Coney, he pointed out that even when Williamson looked uncomfortable, he had to battle himself to get them over the line. That says a lot about his mental quality.
And that seems typical, making calm, clear decisions when the pressure is absolutely screaming.
Right. And thinking about different formats, it's that consistency of focus, that mental adaptability. He seems to have such clear plans.
It's a real contrast. Test cricket, he's got the discipline to just wear bowlers down for ages. T20s, he shifts, becomes more assertive, but still smart, still calculated.
And reports from his early days, his coaches, even back then, noted it. Disciplined routines, that focus, the humble reaction whether he succeeded or failed.
Yeah, apparently nothing much phased him even then.
There's that great story, isn't there? Scored a brilliant ODI 100, then went straight back to the nets.
Because he felt he had not faced enough balls that day.
That says everything about his mental approach, his dedication.
Really does. Shows that meticulous planning, too, for different pitches, different bowlers. Mentally prepares for everything.
And that even temperament, you so rarely see him show frustration. Allows him to stay clear-headed, bounce back quickly.
Now, it's fascinating how this calm mindset seems to flow into his captaincy, and apparently it actually boosted his batting.
That's right, yeah. His test average as captain was noticeably higher, 57.4. Suggests that responsibility actually sharpened his focus.
He's clearly a very strategic thinker as captain, praised for his tactics, field placements, bowling changes.
Tendulkar commented on his unique style of captaincy, again highlighting that calm under pressure, like in that World Cup semi.
And Nasser Hussain made that point about the New Zealand team sort of reflecting Williamson's own character, disciplined, collected.
Even after that absolutely heartbreaking loss in the 2019 World Cup final, his grace, his composure, it set the tone for the whole team. You could see it.
He really does lead by example. Watching him fight through a tough test spell or manage a tricky chase, that has to rub off on the team.
Definitely. And then there's the humility, the sportsmanship. He's fiercely competitive, obviously, but so modest with it.
You just never see him angry, do you? Or getting into scraps on the field. Keeps his emotions very contained.
Always quick to praise opponents. Very level-headed whether they win or lose.
Remember when he played really well against Bumrah, who's, one of the best bowlers around?
Yeah.
He just deflected the praise, suggested people ask someone like A.B. de Villiers for batting insights instead.
That's typical Williamson. That humility, it stops arrogance creeping in, lets him keep learning, adapting. Creates a good atmosphere.
And in those pressure moments, it lets him think clearly without ego getting in the way.
Jeremy Coney put it, well, even when battling those internal demons, doubt or whatever, he trusts his process, stays mentally strong.
That stoic way he is off the field seems directly linked to his focused decisions on it.
So, yeah, his mindset it's this blend of resolve, adaptability, and genuine humility. That inner calm lets him perform consistently when it matters most.
Absolutely. But there's one more piece, often working behind the scenes, his fitness and physical conditioning.
Ah, yes, the foundation. It's what allows him to execute the technique and maintain that mental focus over long periods.
That's right. He might not look like the biggest powerhouse athlete, but his fitness is crucial. You see it in his endurance, his speed between wickets, his longevity.
Think about batting for whole days in tests. That takes incredible physical endurance, not just mental strength. The stamina to stay out there, run hard for hours. His work ethic and training is well known.
In his background, playing lots of sports as a kid, soccer, rugby, volleyball, basketball.
Right, that probably helped build that all-around fitness, coordination, agility early on.
And even now, he's known for being really diligent with training recovery.
And that top physical shape, It means he can keep concentrating late in a test match or stay sharp in the final overs of an ODI.
During his peak years, he was very rarely rested just for fitness, was he, despite playing all formats. Says a lot about his robustness.
Then there's his running between the wickets. It's exceptional.
It's not just speed, is it? It's quickness off the mark, game awareness, turning ones into twos.
His partnership with Ross Taylor was famous for that, wasn't it? Their understanding, fitness, always putting pressure on fielders.
And that stat, the first 12 years of his test career without being run out.
Incredible. Shows judgment and agility.
And in white ball cricket, being able to sprint those quick singles late in an innings when you must be tired, that adds so many runs.
Yeah, analysts often call him one of the fittest cricketers, one of the best runners, adds runs, helps partners settle too.
Now, of course, like any long-serving athlete, he's had injuries, but his approach to managing them, his resilience, that is also impressive.
Absolutely. The elbow tendon issue, that bad ACL injury in early 2023.
Yeah, pretty serious ones.
But his rehab seems just as methodical as his batting prep. He even said himself, recovery is, a lot of it is mindset, preparing as well as you can to give yourself the best chance.
And coming back for that ODI World Cup just 6 months after ACL surgery, that was pretty miraculous, really.
It was. But even then, he was focused on the process, wasn't he? Saying returning was just step one, needed to keep doing the work.
And he's been smart about managing his workload since, maybe skipping some T20s to ease the strain.
And every time he's had a setback, he seems to come back strong, gets back to his best level.
And just his longevity, nearly 15 years internationally by 2025, fitness has to be a massive factor.
For sure. Very few long breaks due to fitness in his prime, despite playing all three formats constantly.
His professionalism in training always gets mentioned. Dedicates himself to conditioning just like his batting.
Allows him to handle those intense periods, like the 2018-19 World Cup cycle. Even winning the orange cap in the 2018 IPL that takes sustained fitness and concentration over a long tournament.
And now, as a senior figure, he's mentoring younger players on prep and fitness, too.
It all comes back to that point.
Yeah.
Fitness lets him express his batting skill without fatigue holding him back. Commentators consistently rate him as one of the fittest and best overall.
So bringing it all together, Kane Williamson's brilliance, it's not just one thing, is it?
No, it's this amazing integration. You've got the technique, precision, footwork, late play, shot selection, adaptability.
Then layered on top, that formidable mindset, composure, focus, adaptability, leadership, humility.
And underpinning it all, the fitness, endurance, speed between wickets, injury resilience, longevity.
It all works together. That's what makes him such a complete cricketer, able to excel in any situation, any format.
Exactly. A true master of his craft, supported by mental strength and physical dedication.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you, the listener. Think about these principles: technical mastery, mental fortitude, physical dedication that Williamson embodies.
How might they apply in your own life, your own pursuits? What could that kind of consistent, holistic effort unlock for you?